Oh, we're live. Shoot. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast.
That's what she said. Double H in the night sky.
The Mad King!
Little half dill.
Cheesy whiz.
Yeah. Hardly Hero.
What happened to the new intro?
That's the old one.
I got too excited and hit the old one. You
Yeah,
guys,
I was
No,
like,
no, it's fine. I was just like, oh, no, it's fine.
I'm like sitting there, I'm like, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
That's why I got confused.
it was my overzealous excitement. Sorry, guys.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek related. I'm your host, Buddy.
What's up, you guys? It's Little Half Dill.
It's cheese. Tater tot. TT.
Welcome to episode 214.
You're not a tater tot.
Listen.
Your
Wow.
cheese.
Cheesy tater tots.
No.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
More like a cheesy quesadilla.
Okay, I'll take that. A quesadilla?
A quesadilla.
Make
What
yourself
is-
a dang quesadilla.
Yeah.
It will be Limburger.
What's
Yeah.
More what it is.
What's the llama's name?
Tina.
Tina. Tina.
Get yourself some dinner.
Eat the food!
Ooh, Tina. Just slops it
Yeah.
over the fence.
Make yourself a goddamn Nutella.
Watch your language.
Eat the food. Thank you for joining us today on this Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Today is 6
He doesn't even know.
11
He's not
2020.
The twomp twomp.
A dub.
The Deezies.
El once de un.
W.
Bruh.
No, don't stop that again.
I am excited. All right. I don't know about you guys, but today was a good day. I got to go check in with my pal, Av, over at Beehive Collectibles.
We're so glad that you actually got his name.
Correct.
this time,
For
man.
once in his life.
I got in a little bit of trouble, though.
From Av.
Yeah. I might have touched the big Funko Pop. He's got like a 5-foot Batman Funko Pop. And
You're not supposed to
Yeah.
touch it.
yeah, I was hugging him.
It's untouchable.
Whenever do you get to hug Batman? So I went in for a hug, and he was like, now I got to disinfect the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, do you blame me? And he's like, yeah, you're the one that did it. And I was like,
It probably
That is-
needed to be disinfected anyway.
but dude, it's huge. Have you guys seen it?
No, it's like 5 feet.
Yeah, it's ginormous. It was specially ordered from Funko, so they only let the people that actually have retail stores
Oh, no
like
way.
get at it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it's the old school black outfit from like OG1.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, I must have this. And he was like, not for sale.
Did you give it a little gropsy when you went in for the hug?
Well, what I tried to do is I licked it. You know what I mean? Because usually when you
Try to
lick
claim it.
something, you claim it.
Yeah.
And he was
So
like,
what you're saying is you have the COVID, the corona's not.
yeah, I
He's
mean,
got that COVIDia.
if that means I could get a free Batman, I mean, I'm going to do it.
There's pills for that.
Well, so Av was mad at you then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave him his Hardly Heroes shirt, and he was a little less.
Which Hardly
Sure
Hero
was.
shirt did you
The
get?
gold one.
Yeah.
Oh, we got that special 200
The
episode
new.
part of the hero shirt.
Yeah, I actually got Philippe a housewarming gift. So I got him a pin, because you know how he sells those real fancy pins.
Mhm.
It's a Deadpool one.
Oh, nice.
And he's because Philippe, he's an aspiring DJ.
We knew that.
It's Deadpool as a DJ. So.
No.
Is this it? Right here?
DJ Cooley D.
Is this it?
in the
Yeah,
building.
there you go.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
Sorry about the glare there,
the
guys.
glare. But yeah, so shout out to Av.
Chris, old Soju wants a hug.
Oh my gosh, Chris, I would definitely give you a hug. You know who Chris is?
Yeah, from Kyber.
Kyber Cave. Good job.
I knew from Kyber Cave.
Okay. I miss Chris.
I just said it. Is that like his last name? I don't think I said it correctly.
That's
I tried to say it fast.
That's his Jedi name.
Oh, that so like if you say it faster, it's better.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Taguchi.
Taika Waititi.
That's
Soju?
how I said it. Soju?
So
I also got this today.
Explain it for the people that are just
This is
listening.
Megazord Funko Pop glow in the dark.
It's a large one though.
I took it from the clutches of my pal Steven, was going to trade it in, and then decided to give it to me instead. So this is going in the Triple HQ show. Shout out to my boy Stank for hooking up Triple HQ.
So is the reason that it's so big is because it's the Megazord?
Yeah,
Or do they make that size Funko
they do
Pops?
make bigger ones. This is I think there's an 8-inch and an 11-inch. And this is the 8-inch.
Okay.
So is this the 11 over here? This ginormous one?
Yeah, Philippe copped the Boba.
Okay.
So, and then do you guys remember when we interviewed him? He had the baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steven picked that up.
Did
It's
he?
a little jelly. I wanted it.
Yeah. That was nice.
It would have been nice
Baby.
to have it in
The-
here, but
The child.
Is it like a special dish?
so they have like 3 of them. One of them's just like the stuffed animal, which is what he got. And then they have one where you like push his head and his ears move and he blinks. They're pretty sweet.
Nice.
But AV didn't have any of those. He just had the one. So
Oh, okay.
so thanks, Ab. It was nice.
Oh my god, he just said AV and then F.
I know.
Which one?
It's
is
all
it?
Parm's fault, dude.
Yeah. It was definitely Parm's fault.
I still got that postie. Yeah. Thank you so much. Love it.
I haven't gotten any Funko Pops in a while, but I've got a few office related.
Well, it's funny because Dilly bought his own.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I'm not talking. I'm not saying
I mean,
like
I'm
want-
buying stuff. Are you going into?
I'm not saying I want someone to buy
Are
it
you
for
gonna
me. I'm just
support
saying it's
the-
been a minute.
You got to support your pals. That's like I need to go into Kyber Cave and do some upgrades on my Saber.
Mhm.
What have you guys been up to?
Well, I'm back at work, so it's been a minute for me. 3 months.
How's that going? Was it hard to like come back? Was there any like adjustments, or you just kind of go?
Yeah, I mean, like, so I'm a hairstylist, as a lot of you know, and it's like really there's a lot of new rules and regulations.
Mhm.
Like our clients have to come in, get their temperature taken,
Okay.
and then sanitize their hands and wear a mask, and they're not allowed upstairs. There's no waiting area. Like I have to come get them, and they basically just have to come get their hair done and like get out. Like there's no sitting around, there's no waiting. Like we have no coffee, no magazines. It's literally just like you can get your hair done, and that's it.
And then you're up out of there.
And then you're about it.
Yeah, I saw the Instagram post.
Yeah, oh, right.
Space 07.
Yeah, where it's
Kinda
like
rolling out like the new
mhm,
criteria, right?
hella sanitizing,
Yeah,
just
well, I mean,
spraying
good thing,
stuff down.
I guess.
For sure, but like I'm starting to feel, because I mean I am wearing a mask obviously, but a lot of spraying of the disinfectant.
Mhm.
I'm like, this can't be good for me to breathe it all the time. This just can't be good.
And you have to wear a mask too, correct?
Yeah, so everybody in the salon has to wear a mask at all times. So which is also hard because I did a new client the other day and I'd never met her before, and it's really hard to like get to know someone like when you're both wearing masks.
You're trying to like make
I'm like
small
smiling
talk,
at her.
right?
I'm like, hey, and she's like, doesn't know me.
All she sees is your eyes
Right.
getting all sideways.
Like whenever I smile with the mask, I try to like squint my eyes, so it's like I'm smiling.
They're like, oh, she's smiling because she's squinting her eyes.
Yeah.
Or really, they're probably thinking like, what's wrong with her eyes?
Yeah. Maybe she got the Rona of the eyes.
It'd be nice to have like a mask company that you could like upload a picture of yourself,
your
so that
face?
way you can just have a mask
Yeah.
and it would look like you, right?
Totally. I did see like when this whole mask thing started, people were making masks with like clear windows for like people that are deaf or hard of hearing.
Holy
where-
crap! Hold on, guys.
Oh no!
Hey, Philippe. Okay, hit record, Philippe.
What?
Oh wow!
Wait,
Dude,
what?
you're
happened?
already on.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, all right, Philippe. Did you hit record, Philippe?
That's a really
Dude,
cool
you're already on. You've been
You're
on. Let's
on.
go.
You're live on Hardly Heroes.
Only heroes. Only, only, only.
Or is this somebody from Jack Ryan?
Philippe, hit record.
You're on live.
Is
Keep
this- Is
going.
this Terminator X that we have with us right now?
Talk louder.
You're on live. What's up, brother?
Oh,
Can
I
you
thought
see?
this was a recording.
What's up, Buttercup?
No, you're on live in the show. How you doing?
What's up, Dan? What's up? Bear?
Wearing everything.
Look at that bandana. I'm loving it.
This is too much. This is way too
What are
much.
those glasses?
Those glasses are money.
Hey, what's up? Hey, so I'm live right now? Am I live?
You're live on the show. Thank you for joining us, Brother James.
Can
Yeah.
we get closer to the mic though? We can't really hear you that well.
Yeah.
What? What?
Not that mic. How are you?
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
That's better.
much
Yeah.
better.
Dude, you look like you're ready to elbow drop somebody.
I know, right?
Is it Macho Man Savage?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having technical difficulties with the camera.
You're good, dude. Thank you so much.
That's a very nice guitar that you showed off. Or-
Here we go. Hey, all right, there we go. Yeah, so I'm here live. Hardly Heroes. I don't know if you guys can hear me okay, but I'm live.
Oh my god! Oh
Yeah,
shit!
you're
Is
coming
this how you guys do it? Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very good at the technology.
You're very good, James.
You're very good at technology.
If you have any words of wisdom, maybe you would like to give the listeners.
Well, I would like to tell the listeners about a time that me and Lil Half Dill and Cheese and another person that not to be named, we all went to a modeling thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we showed off our stuff, and all four of us looked so good that we made it to the second stage.
Yeah.
And they
Wow.
told us, they said, y'all look so good that we want you to pay us to do headshots and come model for us. So, Lil Half Dill, me, and Mr. Laura, we
Yeah.
all made it.
We're
We
models.
modeled.
Actually, was going through a bunch of stuff because I was cleaning out a storage unit a couple weeks ago, and I literally
No.
found like
You got headshots?
the papers from that where they had like invited us.
I don't
To,
think any of us
because
actually
we were
paid.
models. You know what I mean? You
Like
know.
they were just trying to get like $5,000 for
Yeah, it
headshots.
was basically a
None of us
scam,
got headshots, but we thought we were models for a few minutes.
for sure.
I don't really think it was a real thing. I think they were just trying to get money.
I think it
Was
was
it
a
a
real
scam?
agency, but yeah, they were like totally scamming.
Mm.
Yeah, but they had it at the convention center. I mean, that's legit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's true.
That is legit.
That is legit.
Yeah.
We were models.
We were models for a few weeks.
Any other good half deal stories you have?
Little Half Dill stories?
Yeah.
Well, nothing that's PG, but
What to bring him on that after dark?
We need some cheese stories.
Yeah.
there
No,
you go.
Tell us a little bit about that guitar that you showed
Okay,
off.
okay.
Yeah, what
Because
is
she
that?
said no, we need cheese stories.
What is up with that guitar you have there?
Oh wait, I do have a story, real quick.
There you go.
Yeah, real quick.
Make it quick.
So this one time, me and the Mad King were driving in my truck, and some jerk cut us off.
I know where you go with this.
I went to the back of my seats to grab my samurai sword to chop somebody up, and Buddy didn't like it, so he grabbed it with his fingers, and I sliced like his fingers up with a
All
samurai
the
sword.
inside of my fingers because there was a cop and he didn't see him, and I got nervous because I didn't want him to get in trouble. So I put my hands over it and I gripped the blade and just cut all the whole inside of my fingers. And James was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I saw a cop," and I started freaking out. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
Who grabs a sword like that?
Who carries a sword in their car?
Brother James?
Wi-Fi
I
thing.
do. I carry a sword. Well, because 9/11 just happened, so you gotta have a sword.
Who do you got? Like who in Elk Grove after 9/11?
And we were off of
Jack-
Sunrise in Coloma.
Yeah, we're in the Citrus Heights area, so we needed that sword. You know what I mean?
We do want a little explanation of that guitar you have, though.
You seem very eager to make sure that was the first thing that people saw.
Well, Phil told me that I was, going to record a little thing for you guys. He didn't tell me I was going to be live.
I was very happy.
I would have done my hair better. You know what I mean?
Those glasses that you have, those are very nice. Is that one solid lens?
That's one piece. That's just one piece.
I feel like I could get ready in the morning just looking at you.
I even think the side of the glasses, it's all one piece. It's just one mold.
Yeah.
Now, can you guys see what's
They
in
don't
the
even fold or anything. It's literally just like.
If you guys remember the DJ from Public, I think it was the DJ from Public Enemy. His name was Terminator X. He had those exact same glasses.
He just reminds me of Bret Hart.
Yeah, I can see that.
Those are legit.
Found them at a thrift store for $1.50, so I wasn't gonna pass that up. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
hell no. Can't.
So I bet the thrift stores out in your neck of the woods are pretty nice. Out in Indiana.
They're okay. There's a lot of Jesus stuff. Can I
Is that where you got your headband?
say that? Can I say Jesus stuff?
Sure. Yes, you can.
Is that my helmet in the background?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's an
Sorry.
audio
He's got a
show.
49ers helmet in the corner. I got it for my,
Oh,
I think it was my 10th. I think it was 10 years old for Christmas. I got it. And then I wanted it and James took it.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
yeah, right. You see this guitar?
So it seems to be missing some stickers.
Yes. One very important sticker.
It was right here.
Why
It
did
was
you?
Britney Spears, but I don't.
So for the viewers out there, what Brother James is holding is actually belongs to Little Halfdale.
Mm-hmm. We've heard the story.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Many of tunes have been written with that guitar.
A lot of nerves.
But
The real story is Brother James didn't have money to pay the SMUD bill, so I didn't have like $40 to pay SMUD, so I asked Little Half Deal, like, hey, I need $40. You have a horrible guitar. I'll let you use mine if you pay my SMUD bill. So 10 years later, I'm like, can I have my guitar back? You know what I'm saying? So what's up?
So did he buy it back from you for $40?
never.
No, I came over to his house with a bunch of like trinkets and gifts, and then his wife made him give me my guitar back. So.
Wow, Alex betrayed you.
Story. No, there's a discrepancy.
I'm just upset. There's one sticker on there that it always meant a lot to me. There's a Britney Spears sticker on it back in her heyday, in her prime.
Yeah.
And it was what brought all the creative juices to this guitar.
We're talking Crossroads, Britney. Was that the movie Crossroads or something like that? Or?
What was that movie?
Oh,
There was a movie. It was in.
Yeah, and it was on the
Crossroads.
guitar, and then now it's gone.
Just like that.
Just like that.
I have it in your guitar bag, so it's
All
not
right.
technically
That's
gone.
Okay.
But it's still around.
All right, brother.
Do you have any other questions for brother? Hold on. Since we do have you, we should ask him the Hardly Heroes questions.
Okay.
Sure.
Brother, James.
Okay.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
It would be the Force.
Ooh.
No, that's
That's a
actually
good
a really good one.
Because you want to force choke yourself.
Favorite superhero?
I'd probably say Superman.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Right. He flies.
But he has to wear those little undie tights.
Outside of the tights.
Yeah. Undies on the outside.
Favorite villain?
Darth Vader. Definitely.
That's
Yep,
the
yep.
money. And then if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would your weapon be? No gun.
Okay. Probably that samurai sword.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like an axe guitar.
Yeah, maybe the guitar. Sorry, we're answering for you, but maybe you put weapons on the guitar.
No, it would definitely be a samurai sword because you don't have to reload it and you just kill at will.
keep slicing away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have to get so close though, and you have to be strong. Although I guess you guys are, but
I will say that if there is a zombie apocalypse, you could be in trouble because they could actually grab that mullet, and you don't really want to have much hair for them to grab.
Dang, look at the waft on that.
yeah, let's build
It
a
is looking
saber
pretty-
guitar.
Pretty nice.
Chris said, "Let's build a saber guitar."
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
We need to do that. Saber
Like, maybe
guitar.
There's like, where the neck of the guitar is, there's a few like lightsaber pieces.
Well, that's what I was thinking. We could build like a bigger plastic piece that we could thread it.
Oh yeah, James, sing happy birthday. to
Oh
Dilly.
yeah, sing happy birthday for
So
Dildo.
everybody, Dilly's birthday was on Monday. He turned
31.
guessing 56 or something, but
No, officially, he's only 15.
Yeah.
50. So we're James, sing him a special happy birthday song.
Okay.
Your one and only, Dilly.
Let me get a little.
Get him real close.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh. Happy birthday to you.
Woo, yeah. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Love that.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
All right, James.
Hey,
Let's
bro.
let you go because we.
At a party with you.
What?
I said I was sorry I wasn't in Sacramento to party with you, Dill, on your birthday.
That's okay, buddy. We'll see you soon.
All right, brother. We love
Hi,
you.
bro. Thanks, bro.
Questions?
What?
Was that all the questions?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
We love you. Thanks for stopping
Thanks,
by.
bro.
Come
You guys
back.
have a good show.
Yeah, come back for an after door.
We want you on the after dark. No glasses.
No glasses.
Hands.
Okay, hard hands. All right, guys, have a great show. Talk to you later.
Bye,
Bye,
bro.
brother.
Bye.
Bye, bro. That was a good surprise.
Yeah.
Definitely
So-
derailed the show, but very good.
So again, we've been planning that for like a week.
Doesn't he have a cute?
Did he really
I
not
he does
know?
Zoom chats for work.
I don't know what he was
We need to
doing.
get him on the
He
computer next
said
time.
no. He
Yeah.
said his computer is like really crappy,
Oh.
so he's getting a better picture from his phone. So
I think he's using a speak and spell as a computer.
I can't believe nobody's talked about it. I've waited 22 minutes and haven't heard anything.
What?
Hey, thanks, Chris.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate
I
it,
know
man.
how it.
Chris is a
What's
wine
up,
drinker, by the
Chris?
way. So Chris would drink.
What
wine
up,
in
Chris?
your honor.
You guys, I do. Oh, look at there we go. There's Chris. Did I get a haircut and a shave? That was
did.
Chris. That was the first thing I noticed when I walked in. I was like, brother, that's weird. You look like a baby.
I
Sad.
didn't notice it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You don't notice
didn't
the
notice it.
pubes going off of his
No.
face?
Are you guys ready for this? So I shaved it off, and I actually bought the stuff that Dilly was talking about. It's like some beard growth. So that's coming in next week.
So
So
what, you're growing it back?
yeah, I'm gonna grow it back, but it's supposed to like help grow in all the patchiness.
Yeah, he wants to fix the patches so his
Oh.
beard is as beautiful and luxurious.
So do you need to
as
start
mine.
it on bare skin?
I don't know. I'm waiting for it to come in. We'll
It's
see.
usually better if you do.
Is it like Rogaine for the face?
I'm guessing so. Got to be on some peels.
You're taking a pill?
Oh, it's like a lotion or
Oh,
something.
okay. Make sure not to get.
Hey, I look 15. I'll take it.
No, Chris.
Chris,
Chris.
don't listen to Cheese. Nobody likes her. Anyway.
Christopher. All right, you guys.
I saw Kim's here. She said hi, buddy. I want to say hi.
Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberlina? Yeah. That's like, do you guys watch Full House? Fuller House, I mean?
No,
The reboot?
no.
Anybody?
No, negative.
Negative Ghost Rider
I'll
patterns
watch
full.
like 2 episodes.
You
All right.
guys are losers.
All right. I just want to know, are we going to jump into Make It Better, or are we going to jump into a couple of news segments we have?
Well, we can do whatever you guys want. We have like TV shows to review, we have news, and we have Make It Better. So,
Should we really quick talk about what we're drinking?
yeah. God, yeah.
Okay, who's going first?
Sheesh.
Me. I got that Hell or High watermelon. Oh, what up, Stank?
Stank on ya?
That's the guy that hooked me up with this Megazord. Shout out to Stank. Thank you so much.
Steven, can we talk? Because I feel like you're giving Buddy a lot of gifts, and like I don't know where, like, what's up, like how do I get on that gift list, or like How do we become friends so I can get some gifts? Like, what's up with that? Steven, let's talk.
Or not.
Let's get.
So, Cheese, what are you drinking?
Okay, so you guys, I get. Okay, this is lame because I'm drinking the same thing I was last week, which was the Kirkland brand sangria. But I brought it in a really cool. My brother Buddy got me a blender bottle, Harry Potter. Look at that.
Harry Potter.
Harry.
Whoa, was it heavy?
Hey, Poocha!
Harry.
Okay, guys, I have some. I'm trying to keep it different every week. So right now, I'm rocking some Device Curious Haze. Right here in the local brew out of Sacramento, California.
Ooh.
It's a hazy IPA.
I
Got
like
that
the haze.
hazels.
I like that juice.
Yum yum.
What's up with it? What's this emoji?
So good.
What does that mean?
So good.
I don't know, or
Yeah.
I don't care.
Excuse me, Steven. That's not.
Not a proper response.
This is not proper.
Let's get into.
Look, let's talk about it here. I'll just start it off because I'm in charge of the show.
Yeah,
Because I'm
right.
first mic.
You wish.
I do wanted to get into.
All right, you're taking too long. So what we are going to get into is I'm making Cheese's segment better. She did make it better.
No, I made it. Get it done. Make it.
Right.
Get it made.
Yeah.
Make it better was a
That was
a
our-
group.
Sure.
Was a group.
Whatever. So
Yeah, we're crazy.
in order of it being 2020,
Okay.
everything going on right now, I gave a movie a rewatch that I haven't watched in a long time, and that is V for Vendetta.
Okay, you guys.
Okay.
Now listen, if you guys haven't seen this show, or this movie, sorry.
Movie. Jeez. Yeah, first mic. Yeah, right. Shh.
You guys, if you haven't seen this movie, I didn't mean this movie show. I was trying to look up the thing. I want to look up the description because it's really kind of creepy.
Well, it's actually a DC owned character. Like it
Okay.
is a comic book character.
It's Vertigo, so it's DC, but it's kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, not too many people know Vertigo, so whatever. I was just trying to make it a little bit easier, but Philippe over there's got to be the expert all the time.
Well, that's for damn sure. He's always
Get
the
these
expert.
hands from Philippe.
You see my shirt? It says "Get these
Mhm.
hands."
Get these hands. Only because you brought.
Okay,
Pizza
so
there,
you guys,
I'm letting
V
it
for
go.
Vendetta is supposed to. It takes place in the year 2020. Is this correct? We've confirmed this, right?
Philippe.
Yes.
Okay. So the description, you guys, is following World War, London is a police state occupied by a fascist government, and a vigilante known only as V uses terrorist tactics to fight the oppressors of the world in which he now lives. When V saves a young woman named Evie from the secret police, he discovers an ally in his fight against England's oppressor. Now, someone showed me another description, which I obviously can't freaking find right now, but it takes place supposed to take place in 2020. There's also a virus.
Yes,
That
that's
is-
exactly how they gain control over everything.
Right. So there's a virus that's killing people, and yeah, so and then also there's a lot of civil unrest and
Well, by the point in the movie, it's like complete fascism at that
right.
point.
Okay, right. So it's just become completely
Okay.
taken over. And are you gonna talk about this?
So, all right, the main reason why I wanted to bring it up is with everything going on, coronavirus, and everything going on with the cops and everything, all of this going on, it feels like this movie right now. And it's so weird that it would take place in this year with everything going on.
Right.
And I was like, man, I'm going to give it a rewatch to see if it really holds up. And I read that Natalie Portman actually shaved her head for this
She
role.
Totally did. She totally did.
And it was because she said that she believed in the role that much and she liked it this much, but not even just the actual action scenes, which are really cool, and just the tactics, the sheer script and how the wordplay and everything
Yeah.
is just phenomenal. Like such a well put together. You have to really listen to actually what he's saying and how he puts it all together. It's
Right.
just so phenomenal. And
Wait, so there's another description here. So this is V for Vendetta. It says, in the year 2020, a virus runs wild in the world. most Americans are dead, and Britain is ruled by a fascist dictator who promises security but not freedom. So that's kind of creepy.
And tell me it doesn't sound like today.
No, it totally does.
Very much so.
And it's so weird because that came out in 2008?
2005.
2005. Dang.
Mhm.
So you think about that long ago.
Right.
And that's what I think is kind of like just crazy.
Right. So
Hey, look at that.
so there's also, oh my gosh.
Brother James, little hot deal.
Oh my God, you guys. We're getting a picture right now, just to, I don't know, somehow patched in of NRB when
Of the nerd.
Brother James and Dilly were in a band together.
So back to this movie. I was just very surprised rewatching it, how much I liked it and how much it really held up. And I mean, there's not a crazy amount of CGI in it, but in just feeling that this is exactly what today is, like what it's kind of going through.
Right. And it's a little different, but in this movie, he wears a mask, you never see his face. And then people start wearing his mask.
Right.
Well, and just seeing everybody
and you just think about,
unite.
like, everybody's wearing a mask now,
Yeah,
which is kind of weird and creepy.
Well, and seeing
Well, you know, that's why
everybody
Anonymous-
unite.
You know that's why Anonymous, the hacker group, that's why they wear the Guy Fawkes mask, is because of this character,
Right.
right? Because Guy Fawkes was a real person. He actually blew up Parliament in the 1700s, and because of like the movie and what he stood for and how he's anti-fascist and everything like that. That's how Anonymous decided to start wearing the Guy Fawkes
Oh, I
mask.
see. Very cool.
Yeah, remember the 5th of
A lot of
November.
similarities.
A lot of similarities, you guys.
So for me, that was why I wanted to talk about it this week. It was just
So in this is within the Make It Better segment, and how would you make it better?
to tell you the truth, I feel it's a perfect movie in
Yeah.
itself.
Mm.
I think it doesn't need to be touched. The main reason I think I wanted to bring it back up is because I wanted to see if anybody else out there believes that they could make it better. Because I wanted to put it out to the listeners because I really wanted to watch it knowing kind of everything that was going on, knows based on 2020, bringing it to the show this week. I really wanted to be like, all right, I can look at this and watch and make it better. And I just kept watching it. I'm like, I was so involved. You know, like sometimes you'll be watching your phone.
Yeah.
I was just so involved the whole time. And then like, I literally had to go up to go to the bathroom and I was going to get a glass of water. And I'm like, pause, don't want to miss anything. So I don't know. It's just,
No, I definitely agree.
A good movie from beginning to end.
Because I think Logan and I probably watched it like 3 years ago on like a New Year's Eve, which was kind of for some reason a little weird because, you know, they have a lot going on in this movie and there was like fireworks going on. We were like in Santa Barbara or something. And during the movie, there was all these fireworks and like big booms and everything, which like just really added to the movie for me. But I feel the same way. Like I was completely sucked into this movie still after all this time and seeing it so many times and knowing exactly what happens. It's like every time you sit down to it, it's like still sucks you in.
well, and you know, it's funny for Hardly Heroes deep cut fans. Actually, a person that's been on this show was the first person to ever show me this movie. Was like, hey, we're gonna go see this. CJ.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
CJ.
International Playmate.
Yeah,
CJ
CJ Sporks actually
With
took me
3
to go
X's.
see this movie for the first time. She's like, hey, we got to go see V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
So I think that's funny too.
So 2005, that was a long time ago because Natalie Portman, when I'm rewatching it, she looks like a baby. She looks so young. And
She's so
you
cute.
know, I feel like she's one of the few people who like, I almost feel like she looks better with a shaved head. Like she has such a pretty face that like hair just distracts from it.
Well, and especially like she has been like timeless, you know, like she's done so many things where you're like, she's never really lost it, I feel like.
And she also, I feel like, doesn't look like she gets any, even though she always looks like a baby back in the day,
Always looked
she
young.
still looks so
Yeah.
young.
And she's got to be, I mean, I don't know how old she is, but she's got to be close in her 40s, possibly.
Too, right?
Oh, yeah, easy.
Let's look her up.
What about you, Dill?
You know, I remember watching that movie. I
You didn't
can't
do
tell
a
you, like, everything
rewatch
about
yet.
it. I haven't done a rewatch.
Is 39 years old.
Okay.
She was
She's
born
just
in
about 40.
1981. Same as me.
But I remember watching it and not really liking it at the time.
You know what?
Was there like singing or something?
Dylan,
Like,
I actually really challenge you to go back and watch this movie.
is it on the
Yeah.
rules or is it on Netties?
Netties.
I think actually it's on Netties right now.
It's
I'll
on
go
the
back and
netties.
watch.
Yeah,
Rewatch that.
actually, write that down, Philippe.
Maybe we
Make
should
sure
do-
we revisit, and you too, Parm.
Matter of fact,
We
watch
revisit.
party.
Should we watch party it?
We could watch party.
You guys,
Maybe
let's
I'll-
watch
Yeah,
party.
buddy.
You guys want to do Wednesday? Watch
Oh,
party?
yeah, let's watch party.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
let's watch party. I'm done.
7
I'm done.
o'clock?
And we can all reconvene. And
That's actually,
Yeah.
you guys, such a great
Gather our
movie to
thoughts.
watch right now.
Mhm.
Because I think the other movies we've watched have been a little more like obviously lighthearted, and this is not.
Yeah,
So it'd be really.
I really like that idea. That was a good job,
Was it
Dill.
Phil?
Yeah, I mean, one of my big
No,
things
I
about
thought it
this
was
movie-
Dill.
I was
No,
trying to say it, but then he cut me off.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Did I cheese you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he stole my thunder.
Oh no, we don't. That's not a.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the thing.
dude. Oh,
That's the
it's
thing.
definitely, yeah,
Getting
cheese.
cheese. If
That
you
was
get
cheese.
cut off, you're getting cheese.
Right. Nice.
No, I was gonna say this movie, like one of the lasting things for me was that Hugo Weaving,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Hugo Weaving, I always thought was a great actor, but the fact that you get all of the emotion and all of the feeling, and you never see his face,
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
you know.
And that's a whole nother aspect of the movie that is so crazy is you're literally getting all this emotion and how Natalie Portman can work off of his, just seeing him and not getting that emotion out of his face. You're just like, all right, like,
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's funny is you bring that up. The other morning, what did I send you that I made for breakfast?
oh, you made,
Basket.
yeah, the egg in the basket from the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yum. So watch party Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Let's go. Mitch?
Let's get it.
Mitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to text Mitch. We get Bird in there, Goat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also our regulars, Parm.
Oh, what? Wait, guys, I got another picture.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
There's
cute.
cheese and a rabea.
Okay, you guys,
Oh,
we've
look.
got a picture of cheese with a ray. I'm wearing a 26.8. Wait,
Oh, that's Parm right there. 26.8.
is that really a
We're
Rhea?
blurry.
Yeah.
Did I have a 26.8 sweatshirt when Araya was born?
It doesn't look like a Rhea.
Is that Araya, James?
Yeah.
Is it?
I knew it.
It's a little blurry over here. Well, you guys, 26.8, if any of you guys don't know, was Parm's old snowboard company.
Snowboarding company.
I still got all my 26.8 stuff, so I'm still repping for you, Parm. I'm still
It's
hoping.
still
I'm
relevant.
still hoping for that to hit it.
I could be. I'll snowboard if you'll sponsor me.
Will you? Do you know? Hey, what's that? Do you remember the video game where you snowboard? What was
Yeah.
that called?
Cool Borders.
There was
Cool
Amp,
Borders.
there's Cool Borders.
I think it was Cool Borders.
Remember you get like the snowman
Jackie
and
has
all
a
that
point
stuff?
here. She said, "Now we're all for Natalie Portman." I remember about a couple weeks ago, she was very, very against
No,
Natalie
I-
Portman.
Yeah, you were mad.
You guys, I don't want her as girl
True.
4, Jackie. Okay, and V for Vendetta, she's amazing.
She's a tough person and then
She's not tough.
dude, she gets tortured and is like, go ahead and kill me.
She's not a freaking superhero, you guys. She's wafy. She's skinny. No,
Shmi's
thank
obviously
you.
never seen Annihilation.
I still
She was
stick
a
with it.
badass in
I still stick
Annihilation.
it. I'm like, I don't want her as lady
Stick
before.
it.
I'm sticking with it. But in V
You
for
got
Vendetta,
cheesed.
100%. 100.
Who got cheese? Buddy,
Yeah.
Dilly, did you get cheese?
Oh, for sure.
All day.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
And
wow.
cheese is a
Don't you guys
telltale
know this
too.
is the effing cheese show?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right. Are we gonna talk Space Force?
Yeah. So moving into our TV show review. Let's talk Space
Review?
Review. Let's talk Space Force.
Review.
So if anybody doesn't know about this show, which would be weird, it's a Netflix show, has Steve Carell, Malkovich, dude.
John Malkovich.
I am so obsessed with Malkovich.
Like Malkovich.
It's
He's-
the way
he's
he
the man.
talks. It's like I don't even care what he's doing. I just want to watch him talk. He's just so weird the way he like his infliction or whatever.
And it's like mannerisms
Yes,
and
it's
stuff.
like, and sometimes he takes like a pause that's a weird pause, or he says a word weird. I don't know. I love him. I'm obsessed.
So Malkovich, Goldblum. Who do you pick?
Oh, Goldberg, 100. But Malkovich is very high for me.
Goldblum, Picard, Malkovich.
Card.
Okay.
Oh. Spock. Malkovich.
Spock. You don't even have to say any other names. Are you kidding me? Spockers. Okay, you guys. So who else is in it? We've got the guy who plays Jean Ralphio, which is Ben Schwartzman, I think.
Yes.
Who else we got in there? Got a lot of names.
There's a lot of. It's a star-studded cast. It's hard to not say that it is.
Like
Like,
Patrick Warburton.
oh, there you
He
go.
only has like 2
No,
scenes.
yeah, like 2 seconds.
He has like
But
2
he's
scenes in the
good.
entire show, but
Yeah.
each scene he's in is
No.
ridiculously funny.
No, you're definitely
It's
right.
it's a hard. All right. So just to get into it, it's a slow burn for me.
I definitely agree with you. It is a slow burn.
Like, I'm not like after the first episode, you're like, oh my gosh, this show's amazing. Like, you're just kind of like, I'm kind of getting through it. And I feel like a lot of jokes kind of like go over my head.
Oh, you guys, Fred Willard's in it.
Willard?
Remember? He
Fred
just-
Willard, and it was his last
just passed
performance.
away,
Yeah.
Because the first episode when they showed him, they put a dedication on there.
Yeah.
But that was the last show he did before he passed away.
So can I say something though, buddy, on your slow burn? Because I totally agree with that. Well, I was texting, friend of the show, Lenny, is that
From
It-
Australia.
it takes me. I have to force myself to watch an episode, but once I'm in the episode, I feel in it. I'm not bored. I want to see what's going to happen. But once it ends, I'm like, okay, and I have to almost like make myself start another one. But when I'm in it, and I don't know if it's just so much of like Malkovich that like keeps me in it, but I do like it. Okay, I do like it. But I want to say a few things. I'm sorry, I know I already cut you off a long time ago.
Yeah, I
I
got
wanna-
cheesed.
Yeah.
I want to say a few things. One, I cannot stand. This is the one thing that I just don't even know if I can watch the whole show because of this. Is Steve Carell's voice? He's like making his voice different,
Like
and I
monotone?
hate it. Or
I
he's
did
trying to
notice that
make it
too.
like he's like instead of using his regular voice, and it's like I cannot stand it. He sounds so stupid, and sometimes I can't understand what he's saying. I'm like, just use your regular voice.
Yeah, and I have to be honest with you that I
Me
try to
too.
watch it at night because
Uh-huh.
that's when I can usually watch my
Yeah.
shows. And I did turn it on, and his voice just put me to sleep. It's just like so
Yeah.
boring. Like
Yeah. I really hate what he's doing with his voice. And I understand maybe he's just trying like not to be Michael Scott and he's trying to change his voice to be a little bit more like rough but he just sounds kind of stupid to me. Like he doesn't sound like tougher or rougher or more serious. He just sounds like he's trying to do something with his voice. But I do want to say one of the positives besides Malkovich, who I love, is his secretary guy.
Oh,
He's
so good.
funny. How he like never tells him that anybody. So like anytime somebody shows up to Steve Carell's or Naird, I think his last name's Naird. Anytime they show up to his office, he just lets them in there, and then he walks in on.
Yeah, he's like, oh, they told
Yeah.
me not to tell you
Yeah.
that you're in there.
General, act like it.
Yeah, his secretary is really.
And I love how he's always watching TV and he like turns it off right when he
Yeah.
walks in.
So he's actually his XO. He's his executive officer.
Okay.
So he's like the second
So-
in command.
Okay, so
See,
he's not a secretary.
That's something I was gonna ask you. There's so many jokes that kind of go over my head.
Yeah, Phil, we do want your military opinion on the show.
Yeah, so
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Was that a first? Cheese wants.
actually wants to hear from me. I know,
Yeah.
right?
no,
Opinion?
she wants his opinion so then she could cut him off.
Right.
Oh, and cheese it.
Yeah, she's gonna cheese me as much
Yeah.
as she can.
Yeah, she's gonna cheese
She's gonna
it.
cheese it.
Jeez, that's good. I like it.
But no, so I mean, there's a lot of inside jokes, like military inside jokes on the show. That it's one of those things. If you're not in the military, or if you weren't in the military, they may go right over your head.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've talked to that's in the military, the one scene or two scenes that everybody loves are the Joint Chiefs of Staff meetings.
Oh, right.
So when the Joint Chiefs are
Yeah.
in, mainly because that's how we talk to each other.
Right.
Right. We always refer to Marines as just being like, idiots. And that's why Patrick Warburton is so perfect because
Yeah,
he's
so good. Yeah.
like, he's such a, like, he's an idiot, but at the same time, he's obviously the kind of guy you don't want to cross.
Right.
Right. The Coast Guard jokes are the best because
Yeah.
we always make fun of the Coast Guard. Who put me on camera?
I
Okay.
did, so I could
Wait,
see
Wait,
who's talking.
who was the one where like he's at the bottom of the barrel? Was that the National Guard?
No, that was the Coast Guard.
Oh, that is the Coast
That's
Guard.
the Coast
Like,
Coast Guard
so
always
and they're
gets
like,
made
"Get
fun of."
out!"
We always make fun of the Coast Guard.
Okay,
Right?
that's
Coasties always get the worst
Yeah.
from us, and it's just mainly because they are the bottom of the barrel when it comes to anything, right? They're basically like a fake Navy's Navy, right? So, so I mean, a lot of those jokes are in there. Now, the whole thing where you guys were talking about Naird's voice and his temperament, he actually does reflect the temperament that you would see most generals have. Right, he's very calm, tries to keep himself calm in most situations.
I like his temperament.
Right, and that's the thing is that's
Temperament's good. His voice is stupid.
yeah. But I mean, like the voice is supposed to reflect his temperament, right? It's supposed to be that he doesn't allow himself to go overboard, doesn't allow himself to kind of go
But
crazy with
doesn't
things.
it to you sound like he's forcing that voice?
Kind of, but I mean, at the same time,
Like, it doesn't sound like a calm, calculated voice. It sounds like I'm forcing myself to sound like this.
he sounds like most generals I ever talked to. So that's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
knowing what Steve Carell's voice sounds like.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, but he's trying to sound different for the character.
I know,
yeah.
but it just sounds so stupid.
Now, the other thing that a lot of people have, and that I've agreed with, that a lot of people have criticized the show about, is that it was rushed, right? Because remember, we only talked about this being a show like a month ago,
Right.
right? And then all of a sudden, it was a show because they announced that they were filming it, and then all of a sudden, it's a show.
It's out.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I feel like it got rushed, and they did it too fast. They should have taken the time.
Do you feel like they wanted it out now because like timing of it is weird? Like, isn't Space Force an actual thing? Like,
Yeah, actually, did you guys hear the news about that?
What?
So Netflix copyrighted the Space Force for Europe, so they could put it on all the European things. And apparently, the U.S. government never copyrighted it. So Netflix owns the copyright for Space Force.
No
and
way.
The U.S. government may have to change the name of the branch.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Well, there's
hilarious.
got to be better names than Space
Well,
Force.
that's what I was gonna say. Didn't they make the show anyway because everyone's kind of making fun
Well,
of
it was-
the fact
yeah,
that it's
it was
called
in-
Space Force?
It was in reaction to the Space Force. It was supposed to
Right.
be a joke making fun of this branch. Which, I mean, within the military community, that's all we do is make fun of Space Force, right? Where it's like, oh, it's gonna be Halo and we're gonna go fight in space, or this is the dumbest idea in existence.
What do they call? A spaceman.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, spaceman. Spaceman first
Boots
class.
on the ground.
No, boots on the moon.
Boots on the moon.
Yeah.
Boots on the moon.
He wants boots on the moon by 2021.
I liked that part where he's like singing Bermuda, Bahama.
See, what I liked about that is
Mama.
you always have coping mechanisms to find ways to calm yourself, and that's what he does. Is he sings those old songs to calm himself, and I like that. He kind of, like, some of the things that he has are very indicative of being in the military, where he kind of ignores his emotions and ignores the way that he thinks about things and expressing himself, and everybody is telling him to express himself to be better about himself,
Right.
and he's not doing it. Again, it's an inside joke with the military where, like, there's a lot of things that we deal with on a regular basis that they put in the show, and that's why it's like so much funnier to us than to anyone else.
I mean, that makes sense.
Mhm.
What about? I don't know if this because I haven't finished yet, so I don't know if it's like a spoiler. But why don't they never explained why Lisa Kudrow's in prison?
They didn't. So
Did they ever?
They don't. So they don't explain what happened. There's a lot of things where they don't explain what happened. And I think part of it is because they want to have more storylines to be able to work on for next season.
Oh, okay.
It also ends on a cliffhanger, so that's all I'm going to leave it at.
Okay.
So, and I kind of felt unsatisfied with the finale.
Yeah.
Again, not giving any spoilers, but it just felt like it shouldn't have ended where it ended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I liked the show, like I said, but I kind of get a little bored with his daughter's storyline. Although I do like the helicopter, pilot. I like her interaction with Naird, but the whole thing with his teenage daughter is like snooze fest.
It's just
How many episodes in are you? Because
I think I'm 3 or 4.
okay, so they do expand on the daughter, and if you like the pilot, she gets a really good story arc.
Okay,
So
because I like her.
I don't know. It's a slow burn for me, and I keep telling myself, I'm like, give it time. Trying to develop it.
Yeah.
It was rushed.
I think my problem is one of the biggest things I have is that it's got Steve Carell, and then the creators of it, are from Parks and Rec and The Office. So I'm like expecting so much more out of it. I guess for me personally, it may be that for some people, like maybe people in the military like it a little more than I do, but I just was really expecting something that's so much better
than what it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, what we've gotten from these people is gold, and this is kind of
But see,
Bronze.
that's where I was kind of cool of hearing his point of view, because
that's
for
how-
somebody that's probably in the military, they're like, this is gold. And for all of us, we're like, it doesn't really, it
Right,
don't hit.
Yeah, do you feel feel like how the office is kind of like a workplace, funny or whatever? For the military, is that kind of what do you feel like it's more like that? Would you think we would enjoy it more if we
it kind of is a workplace thing for those of us that were in the military, because what's funny is everybody has this romanticization of what we are and what we do, and everybody thinks, oh, you go to combat and you do this and da, da, da. In reality, life in the military is boring as hell.
Yeah.
The majority of when we're in garrison, we're just basically doing busy work and not really doing anything.
Yeah.
We're essentially gardeners with, that just kind of do busy work all the time.
Right.
And then, when we do deploy, then, we do what we do. But I mean, for the most part, it's a different take on military life.
Right.
And it's actually more indicative of what we actually do versus what everybody thinks we do.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that actually does help. I would like to, watch it a little bit more with that, in mind too. So, all right. Well, so that was Space Force coverage.
Yeah.
Coming to you
Okay.
straight from Cheez It. I think I'm just going to take that name, Cheez It. Cheez
No,
It.
you're not that.
No.
good.
Cheez It.
It's already a name.
You
For my
gave it to
favorite
yourself, so
cracker.
to know.
Yeah, we're just saying when you do something wrong, when you cut us off, you cheesed it.
You've been cheesed. You've been cheesed.
Yeah.
Um,
Do we have any?
Are we rolling into some news?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but it looks like the Piper has come and they're ready to lay down the law for the Baskin.
Yeah.
ooh, you guys, right?
They're coming.
You guys.
Basking by nature.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for real? Though?
Baskin boys
But
are
Are
here.
we hitting that first, or are we
Yeah.
gonna save that for the juicy end?
No, can we hit on that? And Dilly, I know that we're supposed to be doing this news situation, but
Mhm.
I have the outline, but none
Okay.
of the news.
So, do you guys want me to just
yeah, can
get
you give me
into
the
an
news
outline?
correspondent?
So we'll leave the Basking by Nature headline for last.
Okay.
So we can
We're
get into
just
that.
teasing it.
Yeah, we're just getting a little teasy. So what I'm actually really excited about is California movie theaters will be reopening on June 12th. Thank God. Thank you, Lord.
You guys,
Thank you, Tom Cruise. Thank you, Oprah.
you guys, what,
Finally, with restrictions.
what?
Golf clap.
So what's the restrictions, Dilly? You lay it down.
Lay it on me.
All right, so under strict guidelines by the state's
Strict.
Department of Health, movie theaters in California are looking to start reopening as early as June 12th. The rules for the movie theaters will include requiring face coverings.
Ugh.
All right. When entering and exiting theaters.
Oh, so you can take it off water.
That's what it sounds like. When obtaining refreshments at the concession stand. Whenever physical distancing cannot be maintained. Okay. Limited number of attendees. 25% of the theater capacity.
25%.
25% or a maximum of 100 attendees.
per theater.
Whichever is lower.
Jeez.
It doesn't really specify, but that's kind of,
Dude, but you think about the theaters that are 50 seats, 25% of that,
well,
dude.
I mean, there's more because you're gonna have to do the social distancing thing, and that alone is gonna. You
That
have
is-
to be sitting, 6 feet apart.
And that's not every other seat.
No.
So a reservation system will be implemented to limit the number of attendees entering the theater at a time. Public drinking fountains will be turned off. Seating will also be changed to ensure physical distancing of at least 6 feet between attendees.
Jeez.
So yeah,
Wow.
you're gonna
And
have
sandwich.
a lot of room.
So it's going to be harder.
What up?
This means you can't sit next to Curtis Corona and have him struggle to get his
So what
drink
if
into the cup holder.
and Mammy will be excited about that.
Yeah.
But Dilly, what about like if you go with somebody? Can you sit next to them?
I don't think so. You
Because
have to
there's
be 6
no
feet apart.
real-
I mean,
What?
it doesn't.
Said no holding of the hands.
Yeah, because I
That's what
guess
it
they won't
says.
really know who
I
came
think they're
together.
still kind of rolling it out, but it sounds like you need to be 6 feet apart.
So I just wonder, are they going to hike up the prices of movies? Because of-
Dude, yeah, but
have
what you
to.
got to think is, are they even going to allow popcorn?
Yeah.
they said the concession
Yeah, you
stand.
just have to wear your mask when you get your concessions. Your Coke Icy. Yeah,
I'm
bro.
nervous, bro.
Yeah. I am excited
It's going
about
to
that.
ruin theaters, dude.
Well, it won't. I
No,
mean, but
no,
it's
you
nice
guys-
to be able to
every-
get back in
yeah,
there and see a
everything's
movie
gonna
now.
go back to normal eventually.
I know, but I just worry about, like, there's rumors saying that AMC and maybe United Artists or, like, some of these big theaters are going to go by the wayside because they're already taking a hit, and now you're talking about 25% or 100 people max. Like,
Well, that's the start. I mean, as they roll things back, like we just entered phase 3, whatever. I think eventually, this is just to get people back in there, but I think they'll eventually kind of start pushing it back and hopefully return to 100% occupancy. But
Chris,
For
no, I
now,
will not make out with
You
you.
cannot make out.
I'm down.
Buddy will do it. He'll make out with you. You don't even have to be in the theater. So.
Well, no, I want popcorn and icy. I mean, I'm a classy broad.
he's bougie.
So Dylan,
That's
what
true.
do you like? Do you think you'll do it? Will you go?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go.
Mhm.
I've been dying to see Quiet Place 2
Yeah.
for so long. That was like literally ready to come out, and then this whole COVID happened. So I'm ready to get back in there and see some movies for sure.
Right. So, do we know Jack Michaels?
No,
I know.
but hello there.
Hello, Jack.
So, you know,
Hi there.
I've always been on the island, Jack.
I don't really know if I'm going to go to the movies right away.
What?
I don't know.
Why
It's
would
just-
you not? I mean,
I just don't know if there's anything I want to see that much.
Black Widow,
Oh,
I do.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman 84.
all
Yeah.
kinds of good stuff
All
coming
right,
out.
fine, I'm going.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. I want to see that leg. Remember when she comes out of the car?
Yeah.
That dress, that white dress. What
Oh, what's up, blah,
that was? Oh, just the longest legs.
Dude, she
ever.
is so what?
It's almost like she's too hot.
I just watched Wonder Woman again the other night, and that movie is amazing.
She'll
It was
loves
good.
her shoes in that movie.
Don't even get me started.
And them wedges.
Don't
Pretty
even get
good.
me started. Okay, so
Are we
what-
rolling?
This is the Harley
Yeah,
Hero
go
show.
You
next.
guys want me to do the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is a fun one for me. Bill and Ted's Face the Music trailer released.
Woo!
we covered
Let's
this one.
go!
We talked about it.
Yes!
We watched it.
Oh,
We watched
dude.
it.
steamy about this. For the sheer fact is that Keanu,
Yeah.
you know, I got some Keanu over
he's
here.
So good. This was like his best role.
That he can do whatever he
He
wants,
can do whatever.
and everybody's all like, all right, like I'm totally in. You know what I mean? Like it makes me laugh that everybody's in on this.
Right.
I think his best role was in the Paula Abdul Rush video, but
Rush.
just
Rush.
Guys, I think we got some new international fans here.
Ooh,
I like
Hector
that.
Enriquez.
I.
You guys, I do want to say about this trailer
What's up? From
is
Ecuador.
that
Buenos tardes.
Keanu is.
Buenos tardes. I mean,
Thank you for that.
Thanks. So, oh, Ecuador.
Oh, snap. That's a new one on the board.
Noise. What's up? What's that?
Thanks for tuning in.
This trailer, it's just so funny because you're so right. It's like Keanu can do whatever he wants. Who even knows who this other guy is anymore, right? Like,
Oh, I know who Alex Winter is.
Oh, yeah. Lost Boys?
how do you not know who Alex Winter is?
Oh,
no,
the host of Remote Control. I mean,
I know none of this.
You've never
How
seen
did you
Lost
not
Boys?
grow up in the- how did you grow up in the 90s and not know anything about
No,
Alex
I
Winter?
know who this guy is from that movie, but in 2020,
No, he is
Oh.
not relevant.
Who is
No,
this
no,
guy?
yeah, he
Alex,
hasn't
so
been
so
around.
Alex Winter
But, okay.
dropped off all
Right.
completely, and he's been doing like documentaries for the last
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Is like you're in this movie with Keanu Reeves, who like is just coming off of Wiggles, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wiggle Stickles.
And like this guy is just like, I mean, Keanu is just, it's just so funny.
He's one of the biggest stars on the planet.
He's so huge, but he's so like he's
He's
not
not a good actor.
He's not good.
But he is good.
It's
What do you mean?
No, listen, no, brother.
I
come on.
mean, just don't have him talk.
This
You know
is
what I
my
mean?
theory. Okay, this is my theory. Because-
Dude, are you telling me that Johnny Utah isn't his best character of all time?
No, it's good.
Cody.
But he's-
Hey, Utah, give me two.
I feel like there's just some people who not like it doesn't matter their acting skills, just they have something that has just catapulted them into fame, which I believe Nick Cage is one of these people. Because he's so terrible at acting.
Yes,
but
but
he's so good at what he
He's
does.
But what you gotta
literally
think-
behind you, like-
yeah, watch out.
No, but he's
But
so
you gotta
good
remember-
at being Nick Cage.
But Nick Cage has had dips and falls. Keanu has just kept it going the entire
I don't know. I
time.
feel like
feel
there's
like
some times
that's
where
true.
Keanu just isn't as relevant as he is
In
now.
what? He was big in the
In
90s.
like 20, maybe 10 years ago, he wasn't as big
He did.
until
He
the Wiggle
did.
Tickle started
Dude,
coming
Wiggle
out.
straight brought him
Then-
back.
Dude, are you serious? He was huge in the 90s. He was
In the
huge
90s,
in the
yeah,
early
we're talking like-
2000s.
I'm talking like 2010.
In the 90s, are you serious?
No,
he had
90s,
yeah.
yes.
he had speed. He had
Brother, yes, the 90s.
then the early
talking like
2000s.
2000.
Matrix. Matrix was the biggest movie on the planet.
There was a dip after Matrix. There was a dip.
But I feel like there was a lull.
I'm about to
after
hey,
pull it
Philippe,
up, pull it up.
Philippe, pull it up.
Pull
Pull it up. This is bull. You know he has been on the game forever,
Bro,
dude.
he had a dip.
No.
But it wasn't like he was
It's
forgotten.
not like Nicolas Cage. He was forgotten about. Nobody wanted to talk about him
Nobody
anymore.
forgot about
Like
him.
people still,
No,
even though he
I
may
forgot
not
about
have had like a Matrix or whatever, he was still relevant.
Dude,
I mean, he
Nick
never.
Nick Cage,
Keanu never. I'm not talking about Keanu. He never like fell off completely.
No.
Nick Cage didn't either, though.
Yes, he did.
He's doing like some pretty B-side
Dude.
stuff.
Dude, it's fine. He was still doing it. and
Ghost
still-
Rider, terrible.
Guys,
Great
he was
movie.
still relevant. And
Oscar
like
worthy.
Keanu hasn't done some B shit.
No.
Actually,
Oh.
Nicolas Cage for like years was just doing nothing but B-roll movies.
Yeah.
He was still, but I'm just saying, like, fucking.
He is
The
not
biggest thing he
bigger
did-
than
The biggest
than
thing
Keanu.
That,
I
the
don't
biggest
think
thing that
he's-
Nicolas Cage
I don't
did,
think
and
he's
actually
bigger.
argued it was a good role, right?
Was-
the biggest thing he did was Kick-Ass.
Like, I don't
He
think.
played the dad in Kick-Ass.
Oh, that was good.
He
I
actually played a
will.
good role on that.
That was cool. I really liked Face Off at the time. It does not hold up anymore.
Dude,
It's
are you
terrible.
kidding me?
What do you guys?
Face Off?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is still so effing good. Like,
No.
Nick Cage is so
bad.
off the rails in that movie. Like,
Dude, where he's the priest and he's doing this. He's like, yeah. You're like,
dude,
no.
how do you not crack up watching that?
And yeah, but it doesn't mean it holds up.
It holds
It's
up.
so
I
bad.
watched that.
And he's like, yeah. Like he's doing this weird, like, eye getting close, like
Dude,
raising Arizona crap.
I
Like,
feel like that movie is what made me fall back in love with Nick Cage today.
no,
Like,
if you were going to talk about like Gone in 60 Seconds, yes.
Nick Cage is on the verge of becoming back on his high pedestal. And you know why? He's about to be Joe Exotic.
Yeah. That will catapult him back up.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm just looking it up right now. So since, I mean, I'm looking back right now. I'm in 2003. He's had at least 5 movies a year.
Who?
Nicolas Cage.
That's how again, dude.
We're talking about Keanu.
All right, let me pull up Keanu Reeves.
Dude,
Keanu.
Keanu's no doubt.
So you guys want me to finish these
No doubt.
headlines?
Look, I love Keanu. I want my Magnum.
Dude, you're
back.
getting cheese. It doesn't even matter.
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like you're hating on Keanu.
Okay, while he's pulling this up, I'm gonna
No,
finish that.
I'm saying that Keanu is not
Did you
a
just
good
get
actor.
cheese?
Is not a good actor.
You got cheese
But
again.
he's amazing at doing what Keanu does, which is being Keanu. Okay.
All right, so Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter return to their iconic roles as they have yet to fulfill their rock and roll destiny. Who's going to okay, so now the middle-aged best friends set out on a new adventure when a visitor from the future warns them that only their song can save life as we know it. Along the way, they will be helped by their daughters, a new batch of historical figures,
Yeah.
Socrates, and a few music legends to seek the song that will set their world right and bring harmony into the universe.
Mm.
Wait, can we bring up Christopher's comment here? How dare you? Face Off is amazing. Thank you, Chris.
It does not hold up.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, it does. Okay.
Now, if you want to talk about The Rock still holds up.
Con Air holds up too.
Oh, Con Air, his wispy hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking up Keanu Reeves, he's also had steady work for like ever. Just
Yeah.
looking
Exactly.
like that. I'm in 2003 right now.
Nobody said
Okay.
that.
No,
You
but
said
what
that.
it is most of the movies that I'm seeing on his IMDb are like independent movies, which I know that he does. He has talked a lot about. Well, he has talked a lot about choosing his roles.
He likes to choose his roles. Nick Cage, he's like, Nick Cage is like, I need work.
Look, listen to me.
He's like, I need anything.
We're not.
Give me Ghost Rider. Give me
I'm
whatever.
not saying that Keanu and Nick Cage. I'm not saying that Keanu and Nick Cage are on the same level. Like, oh, they've done the exact same thing their entire career.
They
I'm
actually
saying that
have
they're
similar movies.
freaking similar, okay? Because neither one of them can act worth a shit, but they have somehow stayed insanely famous given the fact that what they're supposed to do, they're so bad at, but they're so good at being this very specific person in whatever they do. Even though they're at their craft, they're not good at it.
Keanu Reeves though is a better visual action actor. He's a better actor.
Oh, it is.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
100%. That's totally right. And
Yeah.
he's way better
looking.
like by a long mile. Like a few miles.
It's because of the hair.
Yeah.
Nick Cage's little
National
wispy.
Treasure's only good. I'm addressing Chris. National Treasure's only good because that character was literally written for Nick Cage.
No, but I agree. National Treasure is very. I really love National Treasure.
Yeah.
They took in Nick Cage's quirks and wrote that into the character, and that's why that character works.
Right. Okay,
Alright.
Chris, yeah, I don't know if this can. It's going to happen without George Carlin, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
without
What?
Rufus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
suck.
hurt.
But they do have a lot of the original cast, so I think Death is going to be.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
guy who played Death in the original movie.
Yeah,
and,
reprise his role.
Dude,
as
I'm gonna miss George Carlin. When you
Yeah,
see it,
it's a
you're gonna
bummer.
be like,
Rufus. I think.
yeah,
Rufus!
Yeah.
Strange things are afoot.
Okay.
all right, next story.
Next.
We're
Okay.
already in an hour.
Carol Baskins.
Baskins.
Okay, so Tiger King news.
Killer
Carol Baskins' missing husband case has new info.
Oh,
Recently, Carol Baskins has been awarded control of the 16-acre zoo property that was owned by Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Since then, the Florida Sheriff's Office has confirmed rumors that the will of Don Lewis, which was her husband,
Yeah.
that she whacked,
Yeah.
the missing husband of the big cat rights activist Carol Baskins, was indeed forged.
His will.
So
oh,
Baskin received the $10 million estate in full after his 1997 disappearance, leaving Don's children with absolutely nilch.
That's
So more to come as this unfolds.
Could you imagine?
Baskin's in a little
I'd
bit
be
of heat.
so mad.
I'd be so bad if my dad,
Yeah.
for one, got murdered by this crazy bee.
So I read up on this a little
Yeah.
bit. So back when this all happened, the sisters or the daughters, I guess,
Right.
they had somebody basically prove that will was forged, but then Baskins had her own defense basically, and the judge sided with them. So now they've got I think a whole slew of people that analyze these type of things and then
Right.
determine that it was forged.
Forged.
Right.
Forged.
Forged.
She's in trouble, dude.
But you know what's? I think it's so funny, but in poor Joe Exotic, but that she ended up getting that zoo.
Oh yeah, his zoo.
So why did she end up getting that, Dilly? Do you know? Because what happened to Jeff?
Because she
Lowe?
was suing him.
Jeff Lowry.
Yeah.
But why did she get it?
Yeah. Why?
Because
I thought he.
Joe
had it.
Exotic had put it into his mom's name or something
Yeah.
like that, and then she ended up, I don't know exactly, but something wacky.
Oh, that's right. He had put it in his mom's name, but I just don't understand how she ended up with it.
Well, because they owed, because she had been suing them for a lot of money for slandering and doing all this stuff.
Right.
So I think
Oh,
finally it was
I
time to pay the pipers. So she took
Okay.
the only thing that was worth anything, which was the zoo,
That bitch.
which she was probably all
Straight
settled
up,
to
yeah.
get it.
We have to really think about how much, for one, how deeply evil she is, and also just a genius. Just look at what she's I mean, she's just literally murdering and ruining men's lives.
Yeah, but not even you got to think
you.
she's not paying.
That's it. Phil's not invited.
He was doing so good for a while. You got to think of even if not even just that, all the people that work there, none of them get paid. And she's like, oh yeah, I don't even know these
it's all
people until they're
volunteer.
7 years in, and you're like, dude, these people are working for you for free, so you can ride around your bike and talk on the internet.
Hey, cool cats and kittens.
Baskin by nature.
Yeah.
So a friend of the show, Jeff Lowry,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
he actually came out, and I don't know if there's much truth to this, but apparently there's a rumor.
Oh god.
Well, way
It's
to produce.
He can't do the one thing that he's been hired.
Friend of the
to
show,
do.
Jeff Lowry, came out and said that back in the day, in 97, when Dawn disappeared, that she had filed a claim with the police department that the zoo was broken into and a bunch of different meat grinders were stolen.
What?
Yeah.
Where do you think the meat grinders ended up?
Well, those are the ones that she
In
put
the bottom of the
well,
river.
Then what did she do with the meat grinders?
Down by the river.
in a van down by the river.
Yep.
Dude, You guys, she murdered him so hard,
Dude, and think about, she's like, I got away with it. If this show would have never happened,
Seriously.
she would have been
So
fine.
just brought it all to the light, you know.
But I mean, she knew she was going to be on this documentary, right? She agreed to.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because she talks to him and everything.
She thought that it was something that was in her favor and not something.
Yeah,
that
but no,
but
she
that's besides the point.
No.
She agreed to be on film and for people to film.
yes,
her.
but if you think about all of it, when you're filming a documentary like that, they're like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
It all looks bad on Joe Exotic. But then when it spins the other way, when they kind of look at it and they're like, hold on, wait, all this information he's giving us, and they start looking into it, it's too late for her to say anything at this point.
But okay,
And it's how they want to spin
She
it.
came out and said, like after the show came out, she came out and said that she was misled and that she didn't agree with
But
anything.
no,
on the
but
show.
still, you guys need. Let's just all think of this, okay? Let's all pretend we murdered somebody, okay? And if someone comes to you and is like, "Hey, we're doing a documentary about something," I'd be like, "Guess what? I'm not gonna be on that."
Right.
Well, yeah,
Okay?
but
you're not gonna talk to me because
But if
I
you-
murdered somebody.
But if you think about it, for her, why she wanted to do it is it brings light to her zoo. If you look at it, the same with the weird dude with all the people, the girls and all that stuff, that fool has never been more popular than he is
Oh, yeah,
now.
that guy was-
So anybody that was a part of this, nobody ever thought it'd be this big.
I know,
But even if
still,
it was a quarter of as big as it is, she'd probably still be fine.
Mhm.
But that it was the biggest thing in
but no,
Netflix
but still,
history.
but I just want us to all like look. We all need to think about this. If you ever murder somebody, okay, don't talk.
Yeah, don't do a documentary.
Okay, don't talk to.
Don't cheese it.
Don't talk to anybody. Okay?
So if you know Sheila, if Cheese quits the show, you know why.
I murdered him.
Whack.
No wonder nobody's seen Dad.
Don't
Killed her
talk to
husband.
anybody.
Whack.
you guys.
But that's what I think.
It didn't happen.
That's just a number one rule.
Yeah, but
dude.
regardless, even if she did it, nobody would have ever not even Joe Exotic or anybody would have guessed that it would have been the biggest thing on the planet. Everybody was talking about Tiger King.
Do you feel like it was because it was right at the beginning of quarantine? Everyone was home.
Well, dude, to tell you the truth, a homosexual cowboy that owns tigers is interesting. Just saying it just like that. You know what I mean? You think about it. Andy's in like the South. Isn't he in the South?
He's in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And you would think of like, no, this guy wouldn't be. And he's blowing stuff up. He's got multiple husbands. Like the guy said, you can't make this stuff up. Like it was
Most of the
just,
husbands that were straight guys.
it looked like
Yeah.
something that was
Seriously.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a mockumentary at first.
Yeah.
Like which, what was that one where the,
With the penises.
yeah, with the penises, where you watch that?
What?
Vandalism.
Yeah.
Were they like the dude? Yeah.
Dude, I
There
thought
was a
that was
second-
real though, for real.
But that's what I thought
Yeah.
Tiger King was. Like you
Yeah.
were like, oh, it's just a mockumentary, but it's really funny. And then you're like, oh no, this is real.
Yeah.
Like it was very surprising that.
Wasn't there a second like season
Yeah.
to that one?
Yeah.
And everybody was like pooping everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
That's
The first one
The
was
penis
gold.
one was really
It was
good.
good. And especially the kid
No.
that got convicted of it was
No,
the
I
best.
feel like the best part was when they did the preview of it, where like they're acting like it's real, and they're like the dicks or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Should we be talking about this on the regular show?
I mean, we can say penis.
But you just
Yeah,
said
racist.
something different.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next story.
Yeah.
Or is it time
I
for
think
the
that's,
corner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
You
gonna
guys,
do the
we're
corner
at an hour and 13, so you better
All right.
blow through
Somebody
this.
hit the wrap it up button.
No, we got the.
God, my ears hurt. That's right.
What's what? All right, guys. PS5, the Future of Gaming Show event. So that just happened. Reveals for Horizon Forbidden West, Hitman 3, Resident Evil Village, and a remake of Demon's Souls. So the big problem is that the nicer looking games also will not be releasing until 2021 or possibly even 2022.
Is that the new Spider-Man? Miles Morales.
So Spider-Man Miles Morales
That's
is supposed
coming
to-
up.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a release title. I'm gonna let them
Oh.
know.
Yeah. So some notables: Grand Theft Auto 5 2021 is getting ported to the next generation. So we're going to see some upgrades there.
I really just want
graphical
them to come
upgrades.
out with a new one.
I think it's in the works. It's in the works, but you know those take like 10 years a piece.
Yeah, they're so
To
good.
get ready. Spider-Man Miles Morales Holiday 2020.
Okay, so that one's coming out with
Yes.
release.
So this looks to be the sequel to the very popular PS4 title Spider-Man, more than likely a launch title with the new console.
Nice.
So that's really good news, actually. I didn't get to play Spider-Man. I don't own a
I
PS4,
didn't
but I know
either.
it's really good.
It's the
I'm
only.
sure Chris could probably attest to that. I'm sure.
Yeah, that game literally is the only reason I want a PlayStation. Is
Yeah.
That was the. I wanted to buy it just for the. Have you seen the PlayStation actual like? It's the PlayStation Spider-Man Xbox.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the only reason why I wanted to buy it was for that. Maybe Philippe will pull up a picture so you guys can see.
Yeah, I'm on it.
We also have Gran Turismo 7,
Ooh.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. No price was revealed, but the console looks very beautiful with its curvy black and white design. So a little something different. Than
Do you
we've
like
seen.
it?
I do.
I think it's sexy.
I don't
looks
like it
pretty
at
cool.
all.
It's different. You know, I'm glad that they moved away from the all black console that they've had for, I think, a couple of years.
It's
at least
been-
a few generations, right?
It's
Yeah.
been since. Well, no, the 2 was all black
Yeah, I
and
think they-
3.
Right. And the 4.
Yeah, and the 4. So all of them.
So yeah, they're kind of
Since-
stepping away. It's got a different look, which I do like.
I just.
All right, guys, I got the picture uploaded.
Most sentiment from critics is that the event didn't make fans want to invest in the PS5 over a PC or the Xbox Series X. With most of the games still looking like they were designed for the PS4, so not a whole lot of great reviews thus
Right.
far.
That's not the one I wanted.
So
Okay.
we'll see
Or
what
yeah,
happens.
you can pull up a picture of the PS5 too, so people. Can
We
see
also
it.
have Switch. Nintendo's summer sale is on. Nintendo's having a big summer sale right now until midnight on June 16th to compete with PlayStation's Days of Play and Xbox Deals Unlocked. The usual suspects are on sale: Super Mario Party, New Super Mario Brothers, U Deluxe, and Mario Tennis Aces. But other huge AAA titles like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Mortal Kombat 11, and Overcooked 2 are also on sale. Many more titles also being available. You can earn full gold points plus an additional discounts from shopping on Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, and GameStop. So actually, a lot of the consoles are having some really good sales right now.
Mm-hmm.
We also had some games dropped to Xbox Game Pass. So, and the one I'm most excited about is No Man's Sky that was
Ooh,
released
yeah.
today, and they actually have a cool little app that you can get now to where you can go on the app if you have Game Pass, or you can probably get any game, but you can start downloading it. You put it in your queue if you're remote somewhere, get it downloading on your console, get home, and you can start playing it. So I have No Man's Sky downloading right now. So by the time I get home, I'm ready to rock.
Oh, cool.
That's a
Yeah,
nice little
download
feature.
that.
Yeah. Lastly, we're getting into some we call it DRR, Dilly's Retro Game
Yeah.
Revival.
Yeah.
So I had to dig deep, and I'm going to give you guys another Xbox title,
Okay.
but I'm going to pepper some other stuff in there because
Okay.
I know the last time I did what was it? Skate 3 was
Yeah.
last week. This week's an Xbox title, but I'm gonna switch it up, guys. But I'm gonna take you guys back to a simpler time, 19 years ago.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. This was an Xbox original launch title.
Okay.
Ooh.
You could find this game on the demo of Halo, the
Okay.
original Halo.
Uh-huh.
This was a party game. Okay.
Okay.
Not an online multiplayer, a party game. I
Okay.
think you play
Oh.
4 people. Do we have any guesses at this point?
I have no idea.
Mario Party.
Double F is the title. Oh. Fusion Frenzy.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. it is.
Dang,
So
I ain't
can
playing
remember,
that.
yeah, countless times way back at almost 20 years ago with your buddies. I think, let's see, I have some notes here, but we have, there was 45 different mini games, and they're all but like a minute and a half
wow.
or something like
Yeah.
that. Awesome game. Developed by Blitz Games. This was released in November
Oh, nice.
2001.
Wow.
Jeez.
Long time ago. Single player and multiplayer. You had Dub, Samson, Zach. You had 3 males, 3 females, Grenna, Naomi, and Jet. Let's see. My personal favorite games on that were number 3, I would say Special Delivery. Did you guys play Fusion Frenzy at
I
all?
didn't.
Dude, it's
Do you
been.
remember Fusion Frenzy?
I don't really remember it, but I remember the title. I haven't
Yeah.
played it
It
in
was fun. So
probably
Really
9,
remind me
20
second
years.
at the end of this. Remind me, I'm gonna bring something up for your segment here.
Okay.
Dilly, also, did you remember how last week we wanted you to release the game you were going to play? Did you do that this week? So that people could play it
What do you mean
before?
release my?
Like you
So
were gonna
let us
tell
know
us what it was so
Monday
that
or
like, people
Tuesday.
could play it. Then we could be like, oh yeah. Okay.
For the DRR?
Yeah.
No, I didn't
Okay.
do that. Sorry, guys.
We'll have to remind him
Thanks
next
for
week.
throwing me off, though.
No, for sure.
No problem.
She's it.
You didn't change.
My second favorite.
We need to
mini
get
game,
Brother James
Sumo.
to do that.
I know Brother James played this, so maybe he could chime in. First favorite game mode, Twisted Systems. So you're on like
Nice.
this little corkscrew, and all your guys would run up and down, and you had to either duck or jump over these little things that
Oh,
would come after
sweet.
you, and you would just get knocked out until you won the game. So
Twisted
simpler
Sister.
times back then. But I also wanted to throw out there that some movies that were actually released in 2001.
Okay.
So just to put it in perspective.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So we have Lord of the Rings,
Yes.
Yes.
right? The original.
Oh.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
And the Sorcerer's
The
Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Same year?
2001.
That's
Wow.
Cheese's favorite Harry Potter.
Shrek.
Wow, the first.
Damn.
Joe Duarte.
Joe
Joe
Dirt.
Dirt. The original Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
That's true.
And let's not forget Tremors 3.
Oh,
All
nice.
2001 titles.
That's actually a good one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Never
so-
saw it.
If you guys want to play it, it's on Game Pass. It's not an online multiplayer, but you can couch co-op with some buddies if you have 4 controllers. Yeah, check it out. My gamer tag, Don Dilly, on the Switch and on Xbox. Hit me up. We can play. And go check it out.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
it.
Dill.
So, Dilly, just right before we end it, thinking of a retro game, all right?
All right.
This was the original launch title on 360, and it came with the 360 too. All right? Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're like the rollerblade guy rolling
And
around.
you're tagging everything. You remember that game?
Yeah,
Buddy,
absolutely.
did you ever play that game?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Very
dude.
similar to, well, not, it kind of is like Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah,
A
Sunset
little bit.
Overdrive was kind of based on it,
A
but
little
Jet Set
bit.
Radio Future was.
But yeah, that was a fun game, dude.
Yeah.
Love that game.
Oh, hold on. We have something real special.
Yeah,
real
before
fast.
we go. So we're about to go, you guys, right? We got to wrap this up, but we've got a special song here. I'm gonna try to play on the microphone here. Hold on.
This month is such a special one. It's birthday time for you. We really want to celebrate this happy day with you. So, Tiffany and Heidi, ho, there's something we can do. We'll sing a song that we all know. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Gilly.
Oh, thanks, Mammy. Love
She
you.
has the
Gotta
Yes,
love
so-
Mammy.
She's the
Love
cutest
that.
voice. She's like, happy birthday, Billy.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Mammy.
Thanks, you
Mammy.
guys.
All right, you guys. So where can people find us?
Cheese, where can they find us?
Oh, they can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Instagram at Hardly
Where else?
Heroes. They can find us on YouTube at Hardly
Anywhere
Heroes. They can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
Then what?
They can find us on Facebook at the Hardly Heroes Sidekick Sanctorum. They could find us on our website at hardlyheroes.com. They can email us at hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
Become a patron.
You can become a patron on Podbean.
It's only $2 a month for the After Dark
For the
show.
After Dark, and After Dark comes out every other week.
And remember, when you guys become a patron, anything you guys give is a huge help to the show. It really helps us grow the show, work on new things, and to make the show better. So anything you guys can give us, we really appreciate.
Right.
So,
It really just helps us like literally pay the bills.
yeah.
Like we don't nobody makes any money doing this. We
No.
especially
That
don't.
is for sure true.
But we do pay out of pocket to do this. And
Yeah.
so if
And
you
we're
guys-
trying to work on, we got something big
yeah, we
in the horizon
we do have
that,
something big in
so we're
horizon.
really trying to get those subscriptions up. It really helps
because
us
the
out.
more the more we can grow as a show, the more we can give you guys events. Like if you like our movie events, if you like any of the stuff that we do, which we haven't been able to do a lot because of the quarantine.
Mm.
But if you guys have gone to any of our events,
Quarantine.
we can do
Is that a holiday?
Quarantine.
we can do all of these events, more events, and they're so much fun. Anyway, subscribe, you guys. Give us money. We love you.
Yeah, and make sure you guys supporting your local businesses.
Yeah, just.
And make sure you guys go out to Kyber Cave tomorrow. They're having an event.
We forgot to mention that.
7
Yeah,
to 9,
retro
right?
games,
So you
7
guys,
to 9.
Kyber Cave, 7 to 9. Let me cheese at this. 7 to 9 out. Where are they, buddy, again?
They're in Fairfield, downtown Fairfield.
Downtown Fairfield. It's a retro game night. Sounds like super fun. I'm not 100% sure that the Hardly Heroes are going to be able to make it out.
We're trying. I'm
A
trying.
little bit of last minute, but we're trying. So if any of you guys live out there or want to travel, need somewhere to go because of quarantine,
Hit me up.
do it.
All right, guys.
All right.
Just remember one thing. You guys have a good night.
Bye. Love you. Where's shoulder bear?
Yeah. Mics are off, by the way, so. What the hell did you do to your finger? Remember, everybody, don't get cheesed.